7 AI tools. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one could save you the most time in 2026. I've gone beyond simply listing these tools. I'm going to explain what each one does, who it's useful for, and how you can actually use it in your daily workflow. We're counting down from number 7 to number 1, and number 1 could completely change how beginners build software. Let's start. Number 7 is Framer AI. If you've ever tried creating a website, you know how much work can go into it. You need the layout, the text, images, sections, buttons, navigation, and overall design. Framer's AI features can help you get much of that starting structure created from a simple description. Imagine telling the AI you need a professional landing page for an online business. Instead of staring at a blank screen, you can start with an AI-generated foundation and then customize it. You can change the colors, rewrite the text, replace images, and adjust the layout. This is especially useful for entrepreneurs, freelancers, marketers, and creators who need landing pages quickly without starting everything from scratch. The important thing is that AI isn't replacing your judgment. It's removing the slowest part of getting started, and that's why Framer takes number 7. But number 6 takes a completely different approach. Number 6 is Whisperflow. This one is simple. You talk, and AI turns your speech into written content. But instead of basic voice dictation where you have to spend time correcting everything afterward, Whisperflow is designed to make spoken input feel much more natural. Think about how much you type every day. Emails, WhatsApp messages, documents, notes, ideas, reports, comments. Now imagine explaining what you want to write instead of typing every word. You could say, write a professional email explaining that the meeting needs to be moved to Friday. Instead of typing the entire message, you simply speak your idea and let the AI turn it into usable text. For people who spend hours every day typing, this can be a surprisingly powerful productivity upgrade. And here's the bigger lesson. Productivity isn't always about doing something faster. Sometimes it's about removing the task completely. If you can speak an idea in 30 seconds instead of spending 5 minutes typing it, those small savings can add up throughout your entire day. But what if your biggest time problem isn't typing? What if it's meetings? That's where number 5 comes in. Number 5 is Fathom. If you're constantly attending online meetings, you already know the problem. You're trying to listen to the conversation while simultaneously taking notes. And because you're busy writing, you can easily miss important information. Fathom is an AI meeting assistant that can capture supported meetings and generate useful summaries and action items afterward. Imagine finishing a 1-hour meeting and immediately having a summary of what was discussed, what decisions were made, and what needs to happen next. You don't have to depend entirely on your memory. You also don't have to spend another hour rewatching the recording just to find one important detail. This can be useful for sales teams, businesses, consultants, freelancers, and anyone whose calendar is filled with online meetings. Instead of spending your attention documenting the meeting, you can focus more on participating in the conversation. And now we're moving from saving time to something even more important, working with information. Number 4 is NotebookLM. This is one of the most interesting AI tools for students, researchers, and professionals who work with lots of documents. Instead of asking a general chatbot a question and hoping it gives you the right answer, you can provide your own source material and interact with it. Imagine you have a textbook, several PDFs, research papers, or business reports. You can bring those sources into NotebookLM and ask questions about the material. You can ask for summaries, you can ask it to explain complicated sections, you can explore ideas across different documents, you can use it to help organize information before writing a report or creating a presentation. For students, this can become a study assistant. For researchers, it can help navigate large amounts of information. And for content creators, it can help turn research material into understandable talking points. But remember, even when using AI with documents, you should still verify important information. AI can make mistakes. The advantage is that you're working from a specific collection of sources instead of asking an AI to answer completely from nowhere. And now we're moving to number 3. Number 3 is Perplexity. Think of Perplexity as an AI-powered research engine. Traditional search gives you a list of websites. You then open those websites, read them, compare the information, and try to figure out what's important. Perplexity is designed to make that process more conversational. You ask a question. It researches the topic. It provides an answer. And importantly, it can show sources supporting the information. That makes it useful when you're researching complicated subjects. For example, imagine you're comparing smartphones. Instead of opening 20 different websites, you could ask an AI research engine to compare specific models based on battery life, camera quality, price, and performance. Or imagine you're researching a topic for a YouTube video. You can use Perplexity to explore the subject, identify important questions, and discover sources that you can investigate further. But don't make the mistake of blindly trusting any AI-generated answer. Always check important claims and open the cited sources. AI should accelerate your research, not replace your judgment. Now we're getting serious. Because number 2 isn't just about researching information. It's about turning an idea into something visual. Number 2 is Google Stitch. Imagine you have an app idea. Maybe you want to build a business dashboard. Maybe you want a booking application. Maybe you have an idea for a finance app. You know what you want the application to do, but you don't know how to design the interface. Normally, you'd need a designer to create the screens. You'd explain your idea. They'd create a design. You'd review it. Then they'd make changes. This can take time. Google Stitch can help speed up the early design process by turning descriptions into interface concepts. You can describe the type of application you want and get a visual starting point. You can then look at the screens, layouts, and interface elements and refine the idea. For someone who has a product idea but doesn't have strong design skills, this can be incredibly useful. And this is important. AI isn't necessarily eliminating professional designers. Instead, it's making it much easier to go from an idea in your head to something you can actually see. And once you can see the product, you can improve it. But there's still one major problem. You've researched the idea. You've designed the interface. Now you need to build the actual software. And that's where number 1 comes in. Number 1 is KiloCode. This is where AI productivity starts becoming much more powerful. KiloCode is an AI coding agent designed to help with software development. Traditional software development can be complicated. You need to understand programming languages, frameworks, APIs, databases, and debugging. Even a relatively simple application can require a huge amount of code. AI coding agents are changing that workflow. Instead of asking AI for one small piece of code, you can describe what you're trying to build and have the agent help with larger parts of the development process. It can help write code, it can help modify files, it can help identify errors, it can help debug problems, and it can help you move from an idea toward a working software project much faster. Imagine you've got an idea for a simple business dashboard, but you don't know how to code. Instead of spending months learning everything before you can start, an AI coding agent can help you build while you learn. But don't misunderstand this. AI coding doesn't mean you can completely ignore programming knowledge. AI-generated code can contain bugs. It can misunderstand your instructions. It can create security issues. And sometimes it can produce something that looks correct but doesn't actually work. You still need to test everything. But the barrier to building software is becoming much lower. And that's why KiloCode gets the number 1 position. But here's my biggest piece of advice. Don't download all 7 and expect your productivity to magically improve. Pick one. Look at the biggest thing wasting your time right now. If you're constantly building websites, try Framer. If you're typing all day, try Whisperflow. If you're stuck in meetings, try Fathom. If you're studying or working with documents, try NotebookLM. If you're researching, try Perplexity. If you're designing an app, try Google Stitch. And if you want to build software, explore KiloCode. The best AI tool isn't the one everyone is talking about. It's the one that solves your biggest problem. And that's the real AI productivity advantage in 2026. Don't use AI just because it's popular. Use it to remove repetitive work, save time, and create things you couldn't create before. If you want more videos where I test the newest AI tools and show you which ones are actually worth using, subscribe to my team at Digital. And tell me in the comments which of these 7 tools you're going to try first. I'll see you in the next video.